Mens sana in corpore sano. A sound mind and a healthy body. It's no mystery that one's mental and some might say spiritual state is just as important as the physical. But while physical training regimens are easy to plan out in concrete terms, attaining a peaceful, clear, focused mind has proven much more elusive. So how do great athletes attain a healthy mind in addition to a healthy body? On this episode of Eye on Performance, presented by Samsung Galaxy Note 3 and Gear, ThePostGame.com explores the relationship between the mind, body, and spirit. One of the first prominent athletes to try and do so was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Born Ferdinand Louis Alcindor Jr., he would later change his name after converting to the Islamic faith. Soon after being traded to the Lakers in 1975, Kareem began doing yoga regularly to help with his flexibility and mental clarity.
My interest in yoga started when I read the autobiography of a yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. And then I was able to study with Bikram Choudhury, who was a disciple of Yogananda's brother.
Not only did it give him benefits in the short term, but Kareem himself has credited it with being directly responsible for his ability to play for so many years.
My yoga practice was very helpful as preventative maintenance while I was playing. One part of it is pretty rewarding, the other part is very challenging.
Having clocked 20 seasons in the NBA, there may just be something to that notion. It's tough to say whether Kareem himself started the yoga trend, but it has definitely gained popularity with current and recent NBA players. Other b-ballers who have donned the downward dog and child's pose include Shaq, Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, and even King James himself. LeBron says yoga does just as much for his mind as it does his body, and credits it with easing some intense lower back pains he used to suffer from. And after suffering a career-ending injury in 2003, former linebacker Keith Mitchell became a full-time instructor. Seeking a sound body is nothing new in professional sports, and seeking a sound mind is clearly becoming just as predominant. The marriage of the two may just launch a new era of athletic superiority and become the next big thing in sports.
But I still do it somewhat, just to try to stay flexible and loose and continue to enjoy my life. Accumulating knowledge is something that gives me great feeling of satisfaction. I'm comfortable with being identified as a Renaissance man. It is an ambition of mine. I don't know if I rise to that ambition and rise to that height, but I think it's a noble and meaningful ambition to have.
This episode of Eye on Performance was brought to you by Samsung Galaxy Note 3 and Gear.